friends. It is Melissa with Junk and Craft Treasures on the Essential Stencil page on this Friday evening. I am going to do this truck stencil. We're just getting started, guys. This transfer on a tray that we have, and it has been so well used. It has stuff all over it, so we are going to kind of upcycle this tray and make a cute decor piece for the fall and Thanksgiving season, because I'm probably going to leave off the autumn harvest part. I'm grabbing my Valspar Antique and Glaze here, y'all. Okay, so we're going to do I'm going to do a little test right here just to see. I think it's going to look fine because it's like a stain. So, upcycling this tray tonight. And guys, if you don't have Valspar Antique and Glaze, you can use any type of water-based stain. I know a color that's really similar to this, and I know I'm not going to say it right, is, I think it's called Jacob bean, something like that. Let me grab my frog tape. I'm just going to put this frog tape right up to the edge. All right, y'all, I probably could have just done one side at a time, but yeah. All right, let's do the inside real quick. So if you had stain on a brush, you would do it the exact same way. We're going to go ahead and do the bottom. All right, let's just wipe this back. Just make sure. All right, let's see how bad I did and what I need to touch up here. I am just showing you a different use for it, and I'm going to go ahead and cut off a little bit of the sides. But one thing I am doing is I'm leaving this bottom because that's going to be my straight edge and my judgment for where I want to place it. Okay, so we're going to remove our carrier sheet just like this. I always put mine upside down on my surface as I take that top part off. And so we are going to start, just like I said, at the bottom and then slowly raise it up. Kind of check and see if we're still straight, and then I'm going to lay it down. All right, so we've got it laid down. Once we have it laid down, we are going to burnish it in to our surface. Now, like I said at the beginning, if you are nervous about the surface that you have on, or that you have, and you don't know much about your surface, you can always use Mod Podge, sealers, varnishes, all those things first to help the adhesion, just in case there might be something on your board. Okay, so we stopped sort of in the center. So like I said, I knew everything would stick. How perfect is that? Sand a little bit of that Valspar Antique and Glaze off. I got right here, it's like kind of messy. So that is this project right here. Next project. So we are going to do two different things. I've already prepped my Dollar Tree frame. It's a plastic frame. I went ahead and prepped it with some bonding boss last night, so it's going to help my paint to stick to that surface. And then I am going to do a mold to go with our transfers real quick, because I had a lot of y'all ask me about this over on my page. So we are just going to do it real quick tonight, do a simple project. So I use, I can't even say it, y'all, aluminite casting resin, okay? So it comes in an A and a B, and then we take our molds. This particular mold tells me that I need 39 milliliters, and my glass has my milliliters on here, or my plastic, I don't want to say glass. So 39 is 40, so, or close to 40. So I'm going to go ahead and go to 40. You sure can seal them with Mod Podge, girlfriend. That is absolutely fine. Don't do what I'm doing right now, but I'm going to go ahead and mix it up real quick. So we're going to do 20. I feel like I need just a tad bit more of that. Okay. So equal parts A, equal parts B. If you don't mix it right, it'll be sticky forever. So try to mix it right. Try. And then we are going to mix it for 1 minute. Okay, so then we'll put this right here. All we're going to do, I'm going to use this one because I want to put a gnome in it. So I'm just going to pour it right up there. Sure that it covers. And then we are going to walk away from it, okay? So I'm going to kind of leave this on screen where you can see it, because as it starts to cure, which we did pour it kind of fast, but as it starts to cure, it's going to start to turn yellow. It's going to start to turn white. I don't know why I said yellow. If I didn't mix it right, it won't turn at all, and we'll find out. Because like I said, I'm not sure. I may not have needed that little extra, but we'll see. I think y'all can see that. So I'm going to take, this is called pumpkin spice, y'all. Pumpkin spice. So isn't that going to be pretty for frame color? Gonna be pretty. Okay, so we've got all of that painted. I am going to go ahead and paint this white, and I'm going to use the cardboard side. so now that's my little soapbox there real quick, y'all. I think I know which one I want to use, but I want to make sure it fits. All right, so all I'm going to do, got a little bit right there, so I may end up covering that up. So we've got our little gnome, and then like I said, we're going to put a couple little leaves and things, so I'll put a leaf right there. This leaf right there. And now we don't even know that that little spot was there. Y'all, so cute. Look at that. How cute is that? I love it. Then we're gonna pull this out real quick. So remember we did this, we let it sit for 10 minutes. It pops out. It's still a little bendable and pliable when you first take it out, but like I've done these on here and they become rock hard when you get them done. So let's give this a quick coat of paint. I'm gonna cut a quick piece of cardboard to stick back here. Y'all can tell I've done this before. So I've used the same cardboard. So all I'm gonna do, and you could use wood back there. You don't have to use cardboard. I'm just grabbing it because it's what's close. What was I gonna say? If you use a really thin cardboard, and let's say you put it on a surface that's not necessarily straight and it has a curve while it dries, then absolutely you're gonna have the warping. So just as an example, you would take a piece of scrap wood, cut it down to where it fits, and just glue it on there if you want to have that. Does that make sense? This is a little bit too big, but we just cut it a little bit smaller, and then we'd have the wood background, okay? So I'm doing the cardboard to show y'all an easy way, but absolutely can use wood. Let's see what's gonna look cute. That would look cute. That one's like perfect. That's gonna look so cute. Okay, stand by. Just burnishing my transfer in. Almost there. Okay, so we got it on here like this. And then all we're gonna do is take our frame. I'm gonna take some stick fast. You can use wood glue. I've used all kinds of different glues. I wanna make sure. Then I always do it like this, y'all. So I can see, like if you did it the other way, you wouldn't see exactly where you're laying your transfer down on your wood or your surface behind you. So I always kind of do it like that and then pick it up real quick to make sure that my glue doesn't get anywhere. Or I've got some white spots in there where I need to touch up some paint around the frame. But how cute is that, y'all? Bye, guys.